ATV triple
Burnt
kill.
to a crisp.
Toiler strats,
Dude,
the chicken.
The
Oh my God.
Molotov kill, dude. That game is the best.
Is
I
that
love
your
that.
favorite shit right now?
I like it a lot. It's really fun.
Better than Spyro, that's for sure.
I like Spyro.
Spiral's pretty good.
I like
I
Spyro.
actually haven't watched. Every time I watch it, I feel like I get sick because of all the motion blur that's going on.
It's
I can't
got
watch
it's
too
got
long.
a unique look to it.
I'm
Hey,
so angry.
I don't know,
boiling
this is
up
us
over
talking
there?
shit while someone's working really hard trying to make something work.
That's exactly how it was when I used to do a podcast. It
Yeah.
sucks, dude.
Podcasts
The
suck.
Remember how we always have to like force the. All right, small talk now. Small talk, guy. It's like what?
It's easy if you're the guest, though. It's the best. You just sit around, make fun of Rip.
Yep.
Mhm.
But if you're trying to make everything work, it sucks.
I know you can be like you can run those Geico like streams and just small talk for fucking 20 minutes.
Jesus
while
Christ,
the
that shit was
internet
terrible,
issues.
dude.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
The Geico
that shit happens
streams?
every week. Every week.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's terrible?
Disconnect in between matches, and then they have to
Yeah.
small talk for like 15 minutes, and
Everyone
Yeah, that-
blaming Nate because of his internet, and then like they just run it somewhere else, and everyone's blaming the other guy now.
My favorite is when I just watch you guys do it, because then it's like all I can do is make fun of how you guys have to small talk. So it's brutal. I kind of stopped doing that because of like all I end up doing is talking shit about small talk. So it's like whatever.
So
Online,
yeah, you're just small talking the small talk.
yeah, online tournaments, they're whack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool. I like that they give away money and the competition's good, but streaming them the way they try to, it's not easy.
and with the conspiracy of people saying like, "Oh shit, here comes the lag." I hear that one a lot.
What do you mean?
Uh,
He's talking about the
Ooh.
collusion. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know about it.
yeah, I just know a little bit. I don't know. I don't watch every bit of it, but that's what I hear.
Oh,
People say.
shit. Secret? I don't even know.
No, I don't know the exact details, so I don't.
Damn,
wanna,
you see, you're backpedaling. If I was the top, I would feel like you're.
I don't want to give out false
accused.
information.
accused.
All I
Oh,
know
man.
is that's the word on the streets.
No, dude, this guy's backpedaling. You should see the shit-eating grin on his face. He knows not. Talk, Mikey. We're gonna get it out of you. Who's been cheating on the online tournaments? Man, what the fuck am I doing here? What's going?
The podcast is live right now. It's going. Don't worry. It's still
No,
recording.
but what's the problem?
It's my internet. As far as I can tell, since we've had the issue, there has not been.
Are you yelling from under the table? Why are you not so far from the
Earthquake
mic?
drill or what? What's going on over there?
I hate podcasts. God damn it. Chad, you can't see it, but they are laughing their ass off right now. God.
Well, can we talk about something or what?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Now,
if
what
it's,
do you want to do?
Rickstah, talk about MasterCup, would you?
it was sick. That's about it.
Dude, that's dope, though.
MasterCup was
First
old too.
Americans.
Talk about some new shit.
All right.
Kuroda's struggling with his matchup against 12 still.
Damn.
I saw I
know?
saw that, and then someone
Second
just said,
Impact?
Second Impact. Yeah. Come on, man, you can't laugh at that thing, but that was funny.
Too late. Oh man, that's good news, right?
Like,
What
good
else?
news.
I mean, good in terms
Yeah,
of
more
funny.
Yeah, I guess.
Funny news.
Pyro Lee still getting sad for people not watching his combos.
Huh?
That's Pyro Lee, man.
Pretty sad.
I don't know,
You get your.
That's-
See,
that's
he's getting telephone. The telephone game Pyro Lee got in trouble now. Come on, dude, get your lore together. Jeez.
Oh,
Purple
God.
Monkey dishwasher.
All right, so who wants to tell everybody about the infiltration situation? Rickstah?
Oh,
I don't even want to talk about it.
Damn.
All right, look, Mike, you're Korean. You got to handle the Korean.
what?
news.
Nobody
We're
wants-
going.
Wait, what?
Yes!
We're going to our
Hold on,
Korean
hold on, hold on,
correspondent,
hold on,
MYK,
Wait, hold
on
Why
the
do I
scene,
have to be the?
live
This
from
is
Korea.
this is your
Yeah,
podcast.
you know what?
Why
Yeah,
do we
he's
have to
right.
talk
It's your podcast. Man up.
I
Ask
don't
the
know.
hard-hitting questions.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That situation sucks. How about
Yeah,
Get
that
out
shit's
from
crazy.
under the table, turn the camera on, and man up.
I can't. Oh god.
He's stuck under the table.
All right.
Look, all right. So if you guys haven't been paying attention, Infiltration had this big thing where supposedly a bunch of people on the internet said that he beat up his wife, and then he got all silent on Twitter.
You're not doing this well.
And then after
You should use terminology like domestic violence accusations. You shouldn't say shit like beat his wife.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Damn.
Clean it up. Clean it
all
up.
right. So Infiltration was accused of domestic abuse
Yeah.
by his ex-wife, and then people on the internet were all in a tizzy about it, and then Panda
Good.
Global decided that they would bench him, and I guess they decided to put on their own investigation. They went through all the Korean legal systems and courts and all that and pulled all the documents and talked to people, and it took like a couple months or whatever, but basically they released a statement today along with Capcom, who released their own statement, and basically it seems like the end of it is just that he's going to be banned from CPT for 2018 and 2019, and also Panda Global has cut him from their team.
Yeah, no point in having a player that can't play.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I think it's very disappointing. Disappointing. Not anything. I mean, the thing that's really disappointing is that they're going to have another Capcom Pro Tour in 2019.
I can't believe it.
When are we going to get rid of this damn game and get another one, man? Come on. Street Fighter 5 again?
Mm-hmm.
You know the.
Disappointing news.
Yeah, that is disappointing.
Disappointing news, man. Let's get some good news in here.
Hopefully everyone else gets banned from next year too, and then we won't have one.
Everyone?
I mean, that's
Hopefully
what people
not.
are saying, though.
Hopefully
Right?
not.
People are saying, like, look, man, you guys are setting a weird precedent here, because if you want to ban people for their past misdemeanors or whatever, then you got to look back at everybody.
Banning, is that really true? I barely even listened to what you said. Is that true? Capcom banned him for that?
Capcom has banned him from CPT for the remainder of the year, this year, 2018, and also for 2019, the entire year.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that is considered normal or not. I don't know. Do you feel like you would be fired from your job for that? Wait a minute. Let's focus on the type of job. So let's talk about an athlete, right? So let's say like Kobe Bryant or someone, right? Some athlete. If they get convicted,
who actually, well, he didn't get convicted, but
Well, I don't know if Infiltration got convicted or not either. But I'm just saying, like, if you get accused and then like you get in trouble, does the NBA like punish you?
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
All right, hold on. The chat right now is all saying that he was not banned and that he withdrew for those years. Why did Capcom?
Oh yeah, I did hear about that too. I heard that it was a self-inflicted wound.
He self
Damn,
banned
Harry
himself?
Carey. Damn.
Hold on.
All right, well, that's a different story. Maybe he's just trying to be like, all right, look, let me just stay out of here for a while until this shit blows over.
Yeah, that's
a
very
long
different
time.
than Capcom doing it, right?
Well, you're the one that said it.
God damn it, hold on a second. Here, look. I'm going to try to bring up the video. Hopefully it doesn't kill everyone's internet.
It did. It's already effed.
Oh my god, I can't even fucking click on anything. Well, look.
It effed before that, so just...
Are they fake ass?
Are you still live
I
recording,
see it.
right?
It works.
I think I am. All right.
It works. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Don't listen to them.
All right, yeah. Let's see. So, blah, blah. They reviewed shit. It did not happen during the Capcom Pro Tour event. We do not condone active violence, blah, blah, blah. We want to ensure CPT provides a safe environment, blah, blah, blah. As a result, we felt it necessary to take appropriate disciplinary action. He understands the circumstance of our review. In acknowledgement of the first offense, he has voluntarily withdrawn himself from competition for the agreed-upon period of the rest of the 2018 pro season, including finals this year and the full 2019 season.
That's basically saying that I quit before you actually getting fired.
And then it says a second offense. A second offense will result in a lifetime ban from participating in all future CPT events.
Oh no!
So
Capcom?
Second impact.
Yeah, first impact. Okay, second impact. lifetime ban.
New generation, dude.
It's new generation. It's not First Impact.
First Impact? What a
No one's ever
noob.
called it First Impact, dude.
There was an impact. All right, look.
Third Impact coming?
Third impact. Perfect.
Hurry up.
That's it. That was all there was about it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, dude. I just think it's funny for jokes, but I don't really want to fuck with this guy's life, man, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it sucks. He was a hero, but yeah, never knew this side of him until now.
You can't, listen, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. And, you know, in the end, it really is good rules to go by, right? Those are good rules to go by. Can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Yeah, I mean, my personal view on it has shifted since I read all of the stuff they released. Like, if you want to actually go through and look at all, take a look at Panda Global's Twitter. They basically put out all their whole investigation thing. It's all in text format. You can look at it all there. But
I'm not reading that shit.
I'm
Who
just
cares?
I feel like he got kind of wrecked.
No, shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously got wrecked. That's it. So whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you saying, right? Like, what's the point? Yeah, it sucks, dude. I mean, you fucking did something really stupid and shitty, and you got in trouble for it. And when you do something stupid and shitty like that, it seeps into all aspects of your life, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
especially when you're a public figure. If he was some nobody that worked at 7-Eleven and nobody knew who he was, 3 followers on Twitter, okay, you did the crime and you do the, you know, it's the law. You break the law, and that's it. But this is different, you know? People admire him. And, you know, kids love him and shit. Probably, I don't fucking know. So his sponsor, you know, they had to be like, all right, we're not trying to have anything to do with this guy. He fucked up.
Right.
But, you know, it doesn't mean he's a terrible person necessarily. It just means he fucked up and his position amplified what he did. And, you know, now everyone sees it. So whatever.
His statement, which Panda Global also released, was, I'll read it because I'll click it too. Hopefully it doesn't crash everything. It says, I want to explain that I did not assault my wife and I am innocent, but that I made the decision myself because I could not do any more damage to my team in FGC. This is why I decided to withdraw myself for the designated period of CPT 2018 and 19. After Panda's release this, I will explain everything later.
I'm busy right now.
Yeah.
I'm driving.
I'll get
Get back
What
to
the
it.
fuck? What do you mean later?
I don't know, man.
All
That's what he
right,
said. He asked Panda Global to release that, and so they released that along with their statement for everything else. Yeah, I don't know. It's a funky situation, that's for sure.
Well, the situation is resolved until 2020 at least, so we won't have to see him for the next, year.
I'm surprised at that. That's a long time, dude.
They hooked him up, man. He gets to do something else.
Damn, he's gonna enter Tekken World Tour?
Damn, he's celebrating because he doesn't have to play. Damn, that game's rough. Huh?
Wow.
All right, whatever. So yeah, I mean, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
As long as if this, honestly, when we talk about this and it's not funny, it's not interesting to me at all. I'm only interested in the jokes. So it doesn't sound like any of you are gonna fire any off. So unless you have anything else to say, let's go on to the next topic. This shit sucks.
I was over with that topic when we.
Hell yeah.
It was an important one to bring up. If we didn't
It
talk
is
about
important. I agree, but we covered it already. Let's
covered.
move on.
All right, what do you
Soul
guys want to
Calibur
talk
6
about
came
next?
out.
Soul
Soul
Calibur
Calibur 6 came out.
Yeah, there you go. What do you guys feel about that game?
That game. Ooh.
That game's awesome. It's
What does
pretty
that
funny.
mean, Ricky?
It is. It's a game. That's for sure.
Well, let me start by saying when Tekken 7 first came out and during its time in the arcade, we were all huffing and puffing about how much that sucked and we hated it, right? And if you really think about it, when it finally came out on console, it was such a refined product. And it had Akuma, and it just was really well made and complete, right? Whether it was missing tutorials and stuff, sure. But I'm talking about it works as advertised, right? And we hated all that arcade shit. But now that we've seen the alternative where they didn't have any kind of way to test it, and it was released, and now there are all kinds of really big issues, which most of them they fixed by today's patch, actually. Mm-hmm. But it just really makes you appreciate how big of a deal it was for Tekken 7 to be released the way it was released. At the time, we hated it. But when you look backwards, if they had released Tekken 7 Vanilla with green life bars, looking butt ugly, no Akuma, and then added all that shit later, the game would have already been dead.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have saved it. But doing it the way they did, I'm not saying they did it on purpose. It could have been like an accident, or they could just be like, "Yep, master plan. This is how we planned it." But it's hard to credit them for the master plan, because why didn't you apply the master plan for Soul Calibur, right? So I don't know the inner workings, but all this Soul Calibur stuff really makes me appreciate how polished Tekken ended up. And now the game is already so old, and there are more people playing it on Steam than Soul Calibur. And, it's just like, it makes you appreciate how big of a deal it was for the game to mature in the arcades the way it did. It would not be what it is today if it hadn't. Guaranteed.
Yeah, Soul Calibur right now, all I get at Wednesday Night Fights with people outside is just like, dude, look at this customization. Like,
whoa.
Bro, I spent 6 hours making fucking this character from this lore. I'm making that anime character. I'm like, dude, I don't care. But it's like, dude, check that out. Check it out, dude.
Is it Bushin style?
That sounds like Bushin style for
That's
sure.
definitely a Bushin style thing.
That's Bushin style. Mm-hmm. That guy tries showing me his rap songs and shit if I hang out with him too long. Once he starts bringing out the cell phone, it's over, man. Hey, I'm out of here, amigo. See you later. I'm out.
I mean, I hate to agree with you about Tekken's arcade first helping it, but it's so true, right? They've always not done a great job when it comes out straight to console with Soul Calibur. It just has not worked.
Yep.
Even the arcade version of Soul Calibur was whack, and then they never fixed it before the console, right? That was what, Soul Calibur 3?
No, Soul Calibur 3 had the arcade version after the console.
Oh,
the arcade version was the one that fixed everything.
Fantastic. Yeah,
I mean, ever since Soul Calibur 4, they haven't had an arcade release ever. So it's like that's kind of the MO now, right? It seems like they always release console only, and then they'll fix it from there on out. So, the game itself, I think, is fun. Competitively, I want to see it grow, but I think it still needs a lot more polishing.
The game itself is very fun. I think that
part you can't deny.
Let's assume that it worked as intended, right? No bugs and, like nothing too crazy. I think it's the most fun Soul Calibur there has been in such a long time. But that's not what we ended up getting, and it's hard to even focus on that when there were at least so many issues. But I don't know. I mean, the game's a lot of fun. I think the game's a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fun when I play it. But I don't know how it's being received. It kind of had a lukewarm. All of that created, customized stuff on ranked being like an issue with hitboxes and damages.
Oh my god!
There are combos that don't work on like skeleton characters and then, okay, so that was bad enough, but then, then the bugs came out. And I play Valdo, so I feel like Valdo having meter bugs really just bad taste in my mouth, right? So that's fixed, and I'm going to get back on it tomorrow and try it out and shit. But it's, it's just the way it happened. I mean, honestly, what you think when you think of this is like, okay, well, how could it have been fixed, right? If they're not going to do an arcade release, maybe they should have done more beta tests, and maybe their beta tests should have been not only focused on net play. Maybe they should have given you 2 characters at a time, rotating for 1 weekend at a time, kind of like what Street Fighter V did, except give them training mode. So that way, you can let the public test your shit. They do location tests for arcade before it's out in arcade. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but they did do 1 beta test. So
maybe they weren't that confident in their product. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but they're if you're gonna do no arcade release and you're gonna release a game at this point, dudes. I mean, Soul Calibur 3, 4, 5, and now 6. How many times are you gonna fool me once? Or whatever the saying is. Something needs to change for them to be able to let the game be as polished as, say, Tekken 7. Something needs to happen if they're not going to fix it in arcades.
Yeah, they definitely need something. And, I don't know that rotating characters, I feel like when you do that model of rotating 2 characters at a time for weeks on end, I feel like people just get tired of the game before it even comes out, and you feel like you've had it the whole time.
Yeah, but that's true. That's what I thought too, right? But is that better or worse than releasing a loose fucking game? I don't know. That's
No, I definitely think that they need a better way of releasing a tighter game. I just don't know what that is exactly. Like you mentioned location test, and I was thinking the network test they did was pretty cool because they had you could play any character you wanted, right?
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you can use whatever character you want in the network test. So
whatever character
they didn't
that was
have all
available.
of them.
Yeah, they didn't have all of them.
No, it was just what was available at the time plus like tier, I think.
Okay, so like my point just being that they could do that multiple times, and then it's kind of like a location test, right?
Yeah, I mean, whatever they do, I think it feels like they did something similar this time to what they've always done, which is take it to trade shows and have it playable at E3. Maybe throw some promotional tournaments for it and maybe one beta test or location test, and then it came out. And every time they've done it that way, there have been issues. So it's like, man, come on, let's do it a different way. It would have, I don't know, it's just the way it went down. I think the game is fun, and I think with a couple more patches, it's going to be good. And people are going to like it. And now that they can fix it unlimited times because it's on the PS4 platform, it'll be like a good game. But it just missed like this, initial part was kind of rocky because of all the created characters, looseness and ranked, and, a couple unintended, arguably game-breaking bugs,
Yep. I don't know. I mean, do you guys want to see a tour for it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I think that I still like the idea of combining the two. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Namco, man. Hell yeah.
Killing it.
I think that both games can really work together. They're totally different enough, and cross-pollination is there. I would be awesome to see both games work together.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people right now don't really care about the game. Is it just me?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, a lot of people don't really care about the game. So, I mean, I think that, like I said, it's because it left a bad taste in people's mouths. It's too loose. Every other day it was something else, But
not only that, though, I think also it came out at a time where right now it's kind of like the downtime for all FGC events, right? Like there's no everything is wrapping up right now. There's a Red Bull
out at the same time as MVCI, around these September, October months.
Yeah, it's there's no tour. There was never a tour for it or anything. All the major events now, they're not leading up to anything. So we're all just waiting for next year or the finals for whatever happens. So, right now it's everyone's just kind of, there's not much Soul Calibur happening anywhere really, except for a Wednesday night fights here and there. So.
Well, it's because they didn't release it with any kind of tour, which everyone was wondering. They haven't announced the tour, and it's probably because they had a feeling that maybe the game was a little too loose. I'm guessing. I mean, what if they had already done a tour and someone already used all this cheap-ass shit to win a tournament,
Yeah, maybe that's why they released it around this time. Maybe because they knew they had to fix a lot more stuff, but it's that's kind of like a gamble, right? The length of the game, you're kind of cutting that short, basically, by doing that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's really, there's a lot to it. The game's initial launch is so important, and then it riding its own strengths into its DLC. It's all stuff that we've seen happen with Tekken 7, and it's all right, Tekken 7's doing a great job of it, I mean, really good. Yesterday, I looked up the number of people playing Tekken 7 on Steam, and it was more than double the number of people playing Soul Calibur 6.
Wow.
Tekken 7 is old as fuck compared to 2 or 3 weeks old, right? So, and it's not like the legacy of it is, there were Tekken 7 and Soul Calibur 6. So that's not the issue, so I don't know. I mean, like I said, the game is sick, and I'm getting back on it tomorrow, but even I was unable to ignore the looseness of the game. Every other day for the first 2 weeks was, Astaroth could do unlimited this, and
he can still do unlimited this.
You could do all this other shit. They didn't.
They didn't. I don't think they fixed that.
It's very likely that all of the shit that they fixed in this patch was shit that they already knew about, but were like, man, I hope they don't fucking find this before the patch coming out on the 15th. And it's very likely that's the case. And they weren't able to find out about or fix the unlimited PT stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit sucks for them. Someone's not sleeping.
Mark Man in the chat said, let's talk about how shitty commentary is for Soul Calibur. I haven't watched any, so I don't even know what it's like.
I haven't watched any either.
I don't even. Yeah, there's no streams to even watch, right?
Is this referring to Canada Cup or something?
Canada
Mark
Cup
is
had
trying to stir up the fucking what is he
bee's
talking
nest.
about?
I don't know.
Stir up the bee's nest.
He's stirring up a
trying to
bee's
start that
nest,
shit.
bro. Oh, what the hell's it saying?
I don't know.
Oh god. Well, yeah, looks like the chat seems to agree.
I mean, we knew this before the game came out.
Look, man up and name names. All right.
Yeah, chat.
Man up.
Chat, can you guys name names?
Who sucks?
Damn.
Wow. This is not a surprise. Yeah, how do you guys feel about
Chat's ruthless.
How do you guys feel about Canada Cup's commentary?
I don't remember it.
watch
Oh,
it.
I do remember Steve Kazama though.
Who?
That was that one got me good.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
You didn't hear Steve Kazama?
Siegfried, man.
What?
So Kujo Kate had to end up doing a little bit of Tekken, and she knew pretty much close to nothing about the game. So for some reason, she called Steve Kazama. It was, and she just threw it in there and just kept going. I can't believe you haven't heard this.
I thought you were talking about a guy who his nickname was Steve Kazama and he did commentary.
No,
shit.
no, it's even better.
Oh shit, that's way funnier.
I can't believe you haven't seen that clip. That's
No, I don't know about that.
Oh my god,
classic.
dude.
I don't know about that. All right. I thought you were talking about some dude from Canada and his name's Steve Kazama and he got on the mic and he sucks. That's not as funny.
Oh my god.
All right.
You gotta watch the clip, yeah.
Check it out later.
And yeah, I should say also, yeah, the chat linked it right there, very nice.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Watch it right now.
Yeah, watch it right now. It's fine. I feel like I should click it too, but it's probably gonna crash.
Talk, though.
I want to
you
kind of
gotta
hear it
keep
through your
talking.
monitor. That's what I kind of want to hear. I wish
you
I
don't need
could. I was gonna watch his
Just hear
reaction.
him
to it.
laugh.
Yeah, it's gonna
No,
be any
but-
second now.
Come on, man. You gotta keep the show going.
Look at him. This is the show at this point.
Kazama. All right. Good shit. Good
Yeah. I mean,
Kazama.
so, yeah. I feel like this is shit from like a decade ago, right? Where people say, hey, commentary is pretty important for your events. And Canada
Yeah.
Cup was the last qualifier spot to get into the TWT Amsterdam tournament, right? All these guys, fucking Nobi is in Canada for Canada Cup. And these the commentaries you put on. It's like, what in the fuck were y'all thinking? And
Well,
Also-
wasn't Canada Cup a disaster though?
outside
Oh,
of
yeah,
I mean
this
with
year.
everything else as well, right? But I'm saying Tasty Steve and Sajam, who have both commentating TWT events, were both there, and they were not commentating Tekken there. It's like, what the hell?
But it
They
wasn't a
weren't- they
major.
I
they
understand,
weren't-
but they
they
were
weren't-
still there.
But they weren't there for Tekken. They were there for other things.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
limo
limos.
rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, the limo. Of course.
Jeez.
We got the limo, brew.
That
They were there
tournament
for-
I heard was a total disaster. Like, tournament organizers were like, hey, you have to play in 2 tournaments at the same time. So decide which one you want to get DQ'd from.
Terrible.
That's what I heard.
Can I play with my feet and then use my hands for the other one at least? Like, give
Wow.
me an opportunity.
That's crazy shit, man.
Yeah, and then the other part of that, I think even when they got to Street Fighter, like first I heard all the Tekken stuff that was happening. I was like, wow, it's such a blow for Tekken. It's one of the most important events for Tekken, and this is how they're treating it. And then I heard Street Fighter's top 8 was being run off stream and may not have finished, and I was like, what the fuck? Like everything's
What
a
is
blow up.
happening? Yeah.
Yeah, so that
Yeah,
was
I mean,
unfortunate.
you know.
I mean, Canada Cup has always been it's an event I've never been to, but I've always only heard good things about it. So I wanted to be
Yeah,
there.
I went in 2016 and it was awesome.
Yeah,
It was great. They just fucked it up. Whatever.
yeah. So
Yeah, I heard
yeah,
it's growing pains. First time at the new convention or something. Yeah, at the convention center there. They had, they had a convention.
Yep. Agreeing with yourself 3 times.
Yeah,
Brian F said that Street Fighter 5 finals were not streamed. They shut down the venue while they were there, and if you left, you could not get back in. They literally
That
packed
sounds like,
the
that
convention
sounds like
center
an
while
SBO
top 8.
qualifier that we once went to. locked out of the game room and like looking through the mirror and like the windows and shit. It's like people breathing on there trying to see Aris beat Rip.
Yeah. That shit was too good. But anyways, Canada Cup, I'm sure they'll fix things for next year. They've had too much of a good run, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think this reminds me of Final Round. Right? Final Round had like 2 or 3 bad years in a row, right?
And then it was like the disaster
They
year.
really only had that one really bad year, which was Street Fighter V, the first year, right? Because it was just they weren't expecting like that big of a number, right? And so they had to redeem themselves the next year, and then people were like, all right, Final Round sick again. Canada
Wait a minute, that's not what I remember. What I remember is they had that really bad Street Fighter V year, and everyone complained about size, right? So then they upgraded and got a bigger place, but everyone was so pissed that nobody went the next year, so they had this big ass empty place. So then he lost so much money that year that he was like complaining about how it might be the last one. That's what I remember.
But then he had one the next year after that.
Yeah, he had it another year after that too.
Oh, okay. Well, I checked out then at that point.
And basically this year's one was pretty decent. It was better than the previous year. There was no problems, but he just was still upset about how things went, I guess. So,
and he's still going to have one again next year. So.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Right, Final Round after this year got canceled forever, and now it's back for next year.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So, see you guys at Final Round. Oh yeah, that was the other thing that got announced. Strongstyle. Strongstyle's going to have a 3v3 in July or something, right?
Yep, 13th. Yep.
And do we know anything else about it? I know they're going to have a Japan qualifier for it, right, to bring over one team.
As far as we know, just one team, yeah. And then the only other thing we know is that there's a team Vietnam with Bronson, Jimmy, and Anakin. So they're gonna hella lose.
Wow, who are they gonna lose to?
I don't know. It's just Bronson and Jimmy. Whenever they team up, they always lose. They never win a tournament when they team up. Those are facts.
Yeah, this is old news. This is definitely true.
Super old news. 8 years ago, old news. It was old then. That's why they didn't team up. That's why I heard that shit 8 years ago when we beat their asses, and that's because they told us we don't team up because we never win.
Oh, is that what happened with you guys too? Yeah. When we went to SPO, we beat them too.
Yeah.
I love when SoCal defeats them.
Damn. Chad is giving us the Fs again. I think we give it a second.
You got Fs. Don't worry, man up and ignore them.
We're good.
The flesh wound.
You are local recording this, right?
I'm trying. I mean, so the way this has been going, my hard drive is probably going to run out of space at any second now. All
right, sounds good.
Yeah,
let's keep it moving.
And if you guys play Omen of Sorrow, by the way,
no.
Yeah, I went down to Chile this past weekend for it. It's a cool game. I think that it's actually I think it should be a game that appeals to the NRS scene, but the NRS scene, I don't know, they're too busy waiting for MK11, I think, to really give it a shot. Yeah.
Alright. I mean, that game looks pretty,
It looks like KOF?
I mean, it just feels very, independent, right? So it's hard to really give it a shot when there's so much stuff going on, Soul Calibur just came out, and, we're talking about tours and all this shit.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Fighting EX layer or something.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. It's like, all right, it could have its redeemable qualities if you're interested in the genre.
It reminds me of one of those off-brand fighters, like that religious one where it's like Jesus is fighting Buddha and
it's not quite that bad, but yeah, I guess
almost right there, right? I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of fighting games out there, isn't it? Save a Darlin making one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Red versus blue.
It reminds me of that. It's probably a legit game with good mechanics and shit, and whatever. Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that what I did like about Omen of Sorrow is just it's like an indie studio that built it, so they had complete freedom to do whatever the hell they wanted. It's kind of like how NRS builds their games, right? They're like, we're just gonna do what we want, and if you guys like it, cool. Except NRS has a much bigger franchise, of course. So anyway, cool stuff. Hopefully the game does all right for them, and they get to make a sequel or something, because I'm sure that's always better, cheaper to make, and expand upon.
There's a scene for it. As long as there's a scene for all these games, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Don't want any of
Is that on PS4?
It is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was kind of sad it wasn't on PC. Maybe it'll come out on PC later.
It's not on PC?
No, not currently. I mean, I think that
Oh.
maybe they're going to bring it out later, but right now it's only on PS4.
That's surprising. It's the other way around usually.
Yeah, nowadays everything is on both, right?
Yeah, alright. Good shit.
And then what else is going on? We have PlayStation today announced they're not going to be at E3 next year. People seem upset about that or something. I don't know.
Oh.
I
They're
think
gonna
that's
do
just...
their own-
Wait, do they still have a Wait, they don't even have a PlayStation experience.
Yeah, I think they're not going to do anything next year. Or they're going to
Or
have...
maybe they're gonna do their own new thing.
Yeah, like people are saying maybe it'll be like how Nintendo does Nintendo Direct. You know,
Yeah.
just like an online stream with their own stuff. Could be like
Yeah.
that, right?
I went to two of them, so two PlayStation experiences for Capcom Cup Finals, and just to go, right? I went to the one in NorCal, and I went to the one in Anaheim, and it was pretty much the same thing every year. I mean, it seemed like it was going down every year, so not as much hype. Yeah, and it's just like a couple games, and it's like, they had pictures of Call of Duty, Street Fighter 5, and like one other game one year, and I was like, next year's like Call of Duty, Street Fighter 5. It's the same shit. I was like, it's the same shit.
Reused assets.
Yeah, I guess we should be happy that Diablo's on mobile now. You know, it's a different
my
game.
God.
Oh, there's a lot of controversy with that.
People are
There's no
so upset
controversy.
about it. People are hella upset about that, aren't they?
Yeah, of course.
What does Tom Brady feel like about that? Do you know?
He could be the lead on the leaderboards on mobile. Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
dude.
awesome.
Anywhere in the world, Tom Brady?
Yeah, Blizzard really fucked that up too. I was so sad. Like the Warcraft 3 thing that they did was just like a remaster instead of making Warcraft 4. Okay, I'm pissed about that. Sorry, but yeah,
Everything's
Diablo.
a remaster. There's nothing new anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, shit. You're right.
True. Dude, they're gonna reboot the fucking Shrek? Like, what?
This topic sucks.
Yeah.
What do you suggest, Aris? What do you want to talk about?
Something more current.
Oh, TWT World Finals is about to happen. 2
Yeah,
weeks.
that's cool.
There we go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was
now
saving
we're
it for
talking.
last. So yeah, TWT Finals in Amsterdam coming up December 1st and 2nd. This will probably be the last podcast before then. Fuck, it might be the last podcast the way this shit is pissing me off.
Ever?
But
Damn.
And final round? Oh,
yeah, it's
Final round that shit.
oh my god. Tekken World Tour, right? So they're releasing more tickets for the LCQ, which is cool.
What does that
right?
mean? Does that mean the LCQ's bigger, or is they just releasing more tickets?
I assume that means it's bigger, right? I don't know the details, but yeah.
Line
Because
bathrooms
they capped
is
it at
close.
256.
Did they just make it a bigger bracket? Bigger pool?
That's what I would assume.
Yeah.
No,
I think they
I
should.
think they just attendee tickets.
No,
Oh,
LCQ
the
tickets.
LCQ.
Oh,
They were specific about that.
Mhm.
oh I didn't know.
Yeah, and so far from what I've heard, players that are coming to the LCQ, I've heard Dimeback, Cuddlecore, Spirojin. I know
Sick.
Book got his visa denied twice, or at least once. And he
Yeah,
applied
Briars
twice.
or what?
he applied twice. I don't know what's happening the second time yet.
No gin players. Keep them out of here.
Yeah, they throw controllers at people. We've seen it.
Wait a minute. So if he doesn't go, that means that there's 2 LCQ qualifiers then?
I guess so, right?
Woo.
Ooh.
Because he is 11th currently in the standings overall.
It's
he-
top 2 to get in? Is that? Or are they going to do
What
2
if-
tournaments?
Dude, would that be crazy if like Dimeback gets bumped up to the 19th spot because
Woo.
Book is not going to show up?
Ooh.
Then he doesn't have to
Ooh.
enter the LCQ because he's there?
Woo.
I don't know the rules.
I don't know the rules either. They got to make them up. Quick. Make them up.
No, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's probably in the rules somewhere. They probably already covered the tracks about that shit, and I bet you it's something like that. So Dimeback's probably getting bumped
Healing
up
is
to
going to
19th.
get in somehow.
Oh, shit.
Healing, dude. He's there. He's going to slide on in. Zip
Oh,
on
healing.
in. Or unzip or whatever.
Oh, God. His
Gross.
mouth. Let me click on.
Yeah.
So Dimeback was 20th, right? So if I'm scrolling down here, Run It Black was 21st. So if somebody else drops out, does that mean Run It Black would have qualified too?
Oh,
Holy
wow.
shit.
But you know what? But you know, he said he's not going, so he'll probably just go to Abel, and Abel I know is going for the last chance qualifier.
Oh, my God.
Look, Avery just has to go just in case nobody shows up. That's crazy.
Damn, that would be crazy.
And then he just gets asked out if they do.
Well, it incentivizes trying to go for the last chance, right?
Oh my god, that would be insane.
That's rough.
Who else have you heard that's going, Rip?
Those are the main ones that I've heard. What about you?
I've heard. I don't know if this is true, but I've heard Pekosu and Double. I heard are going, but I'm not positive on that. And I know Ulsan, the Korean kid, is going.
Mm-hmm. Run It Black in the chat said that he is not going.
Yeah, so Abel's going for sure. He might qualify.
So if Book drops out and then somehow somebody else drops out, Abel Del Maestro might just sneak in there peeling style?
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, to be honest, he deserves it though because he's done so well. He only entered 2 tournaments, and look at what place he is.
Dude,
like
first and third, yeah, not bad.
Yeah, he's only entered 2 tournaments, and he has that many points. He's done way better than people that have entered like 20. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and South America deserves it, right? To get the peeling spot back, that would be great.
The peeling spot.
Be like, like a Book or some shit. Yeah, I mean, none of these other guys. AK is not going.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would assume a lot of the majority of the people won't. I assume it's just gonna be a lot of Europeans. Toko's he won one event in Russia, and it was a major, so that's why he has so many points. He's an Akuma player.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, it was just one event that he went to, first place, and he's like, all right, cool, I'm out of here.
Yeah, and I don't think he entered anything else. He might have entered an online tournament for all we know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if he had done anything, he might have been placed after that, right? That's crazy. That's super crazy. Yeah, a lot of the other guys, like Majin, totally dropped off. Like, it's crazy when you look through this list, you're like, wait, oh yeah, Majin was a big deal, but then his points, or his best placings, were like at EVO, where there were no TWT points.
And CEO and EVO.
CEO got 4th.
Yeah,
4th and 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Jimmy there at CEO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
So, it's crazy. It's crazy how you actually have to travel to qualify.
Oh, Taejon, that's the guy's name. What did I say? Sanjeev?
Yeah, close one. You almost had it.
That guy was really good until he got beat up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, he also placed recently too, somewhere else, right?
There was a IESF tournament. It was like an invitational, and they had a bunch of players from all over, like representing one country. I did a ghetto restream. The guy that won was from Saudi Arabia, Sora. He's a Jin player, hella good.
Hey, how come?
Oh yeah, pairing everything.
How come America didn't have a spot there?
We had Giuna and Obama, so that was good enough. They weren't allowed to say the T word there, but they said it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The T word's Taiwan. You're not allowed to say Taiwan over there or something.
Why?
It was something about how like they were treating it like the Olympics or some shit. So like you were in the Republic of Taiwanese. I don't know. Fucking
Chinese Taipei.
Yeah. Obama called it Taiwan eventually. So that's how that went.
Taipei.
All right.
Yeah, you're ahead of your time with that one, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Chinese Taipei cross Taiwan. Perfect.
Do you think they're gonna really make it Taiwan?
it's gonna be their mutually agreed upon term.
It's gonna be funny if
it becomes
being funny.
Yeah.
It's actually Taiwan. You're right, dumbass.
With new material. Damn it!
You better make their flag first then, so that they can't steal it.
Damn. Patent software solutions. I'm down.
Oh god. Yeah, Take.
Hey, so I'm going.
Yeah, Aris is going to be at Amsterdam. I will be at Amsterdam as well. I just booked my ticket. The tickets are pretty cheap right now, shockingly, by the way. If you guys are interested in checking. Yeah, $550.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was going to buy it right before I went to Chile, and that was a week ago, and it was $1,500 for the exact same flight. So somehow, the same flight dropped $1,000.
Dude, somebody's so pissed that just bought that ticket last time.
I'm pretty sure it's me.
My God.
I'm pretty sure that somebody is sitting right here, digging his fucking fist into his face.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
It was such a good deal. You guys should come visit Amsterdam because we're going to be there a while. It should be a good time. Who else? Who do you guys think is going to win it? We should talk about that, right?
Dude, that's the whole story of the year, right? The year of the knee. Year of the
He's
knee.
an unstoppable beast, dude.
Yeah, he's on a tear. Everything he did last year, everything's paying off this year. So can he ride it out?
He ate last year's champion like a sandwich so easily with a character that he doesn't even use.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was crazy. I've never seen such an advanced player get beaten so badly in all the years and by a character that this guy doesn't even really use. I've never seen an advanced player of that level get so
6-0'd. He got
cornered,
6-0'd
like
grand final.
Have you ever seen an advanced player like that, so advanced, such a veteran, get so like dumbfounded, no answers? He looked like me in Blackout, just like, I don't know what to do. I'm throwing all my shit. Every grenade's going out, and I'm gonna get shot. He didn't know what to do. Yeah, he didn't know what to do, and it's amazing to me. And I think they played again after that, and he still didn't know what to do. So I don't know if he's refined or figured something out, but Knee's pretty hard to beat right now.
I mean, I think the thing that's kind of interesting about it is since this has all went down, right? Since he used Lily and everything, Knee had that big thing go down where Green Arcade closed, and then they smashed all his trophies and everything, and he was in like some Pakistan or India, and he lost in that tournament really badly because he was thinking about his trophies and shit.
Come on, my feet hurt. Get the fuck out of here. I couldn't play the trophy. My strength was in the trophies. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
He got smoked. He got smoked.
Yeah, my feet hurt. He probably ate some weird chutney or something beforehand. Whatever.
I got him with the food tech. Yeah.
This guy. Fuck it. Just give the fucking dude that beat him some actual real props.
See,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
Who beat him?
Sanjeep, dude, beat his ass.
Are you kidding?
It wasn't.
Yes.
Oh, it wasn't Sanjeep?
No.
Who beat him?
I don't know.
Arslan.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you want me to do? Tell him good games?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to do shit.
Then, all right.
Are we all choosing Knee to win?
I don't know, man. I wonder about like JDCR and Saint. I feel like last year for the TWT, we thought JDCR is dominating this year. It's gonna be JDCR or Saint to win the fucking thing, and then Kudos came and won.
JDCR is gonna win. My pick is JDCR.
See, I mean, but JD hasn't really done much since then, right? He's been chilling.
He doesn't need to do much. He was an Echo Fox, but now that he's not Echo Fox, he's gonna turn it up all the way because he needs to become something. He's got to get another. He's got to get another team. So he's got to like perform and win. And once he had a job, he was chilling with his shoes off like a rapper.
I mean, I think the coolest storyline for me would be if Kokomo wins because he's been traveling everywhere. He's like 5th ranked overall. He's got 1,000 points, and he hasn't won a single event. But maybe this is the one.
That'd be crazy, but I don't know if the storyline would be that epic, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be as like entertaining. I mean, he deserves it. He's good, but like, I'm not gonna pick him.
So you want to see JDCR or Knee? That's your pick?
Or Knee, or Saint would be interesting, or an American like Jimmy.
Yeah, let's go with an American, Jimmy or Anakin. Bring it home all the way. They're on fire that day. They could win it.
Or Tishuman?
Or Tishuman is a really good pick too because of his circumstances being an Italian and everything. And the lore behind that is so good, right? Like, he goes to Italy and he wins everything over there in Europe, and then all the Japanese guys are like, man, he's only winning in Europe because he's in Europe. Everyone in Europe sucks. And then he goes to Japan, and he's the only Japanese player to make top 8, and he's repping the European flag. That shit was, or the Italian flag. That shit was awesome.
Paisano.
Awesome. I mean, we're in a Japanese tournament, and Japan couldn't make it into top 8. And the very guy they were talking shit about, because he's only good because he's in Europe, is in top 8 in Japan. So, yeah, man, that's good lore.
Team Italy.
Hell yeah. Tishuan's a favorite. Plus character choice, Character choice is really cool for him, so hell yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm with JDCR, Knee, Tishuman, Jimmy,
Q-Dance would be nice too, right? Q-Dance.
Yeah, Q-Dance back to back. That would be sick.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of good options, a lot of good choices that would be interesting. And then, of course, like Fergus and Super Akuma are interesting picks too, right? That would be like, dude, it's the first time the finals were in Europe.
Oh my god, yeah. If a European wins this shit, that would be crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Damn. First time. And the crowd's going to be on their side, right?
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, so it's a big deal. Yeah, it might be a big deal.
Yeah, this guy Run It Black in the chat says no faith in Book. Fools. Book's not even at the tournament, dude. He's got to get a visa.
Not go. This dumb fuck. You're his biggest fan. Open your fucking ears, dude. He's not even going. Jesus Christ. No faith in Book? 10 minutes ago, we talked about how he might not even go, and they're going to bump up Peeling.
It's gonna happen.
Your fans are trash, Rip.
I'm rooting for that dude, Nobi.
Nobi?
Just because.
Nobi, wow.
Nobi,
oh yeah, he's a good one too.
Nobi, because the way he plays Steve makes me laugh because he just hits buttons nonstop and never lets the opponent breathe. Or just to spite Mikey, I'm gonna choose Take.
Oh, Take's the best. He's got such a fun playstyle to watch.
That's so much. Yeah, he's alright, I guess.
I thought, I always thought, like, man, this guy never smiles. His style is so boring. His character is so boring. But after that shit that happened at MasterCup, where he like cried and his baby was there, and then they were like, nah, during half that round, I couldn't see the screen. I mean, dude, he was crying his eyes out, and there was all these.
You should have saw what happened right after, right? So like when like Take and Lohai went to go shake hands, like Take looked at him and he was smiling and like tried to give him a handshake, right? And Lohai was like, the screen was black or some shit, right? And Take goes, I just laughed. I was like, that was.
He probably
sick.
didn't understand it.
That's why I made it better.
That's
why I made it better. Because Lohai just kept pointing at the screen. He's like, black. Take's like, ha ha. Shake my hand, bitch. I'm out of here.
Damn, the Rockefeller. Yeah.
That's tight, man. Yeah, that MasterCup blow up was crazy, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the ruling on that. Did they make the right call? They did, right?
Yeah, in my eyes, they definitely did, because it's his, again, I mean, I've had this conversation with you guys over the years so many times on podcasts, dude. You are your own referee. If there's ever an issue, if you don't stop your own match, it's over. You cannot go back. If you don't stop it, it's over. It doesn't even matter. You can't go back. And the reason is because if you had won, like let's say he had won, do you think he would have been like, all right, time out everyone. I know I won, but my screen went black during the match, and I'd like to give Take the opportunity to have a fair match. But what the fuck are you talking about? It's like the dumbest idea, dude. You have to stop it at that moment. Hands in the air. That's it. I'm not finishing the match. You have to do something. The tournament fucked up. And it's not my fault as the player. And all professional or even semi-professional players who go to tournaments should know this. This is the rule.
Yeah.
This is the rule.
It's such a hard thing to do, right? Like in that kind of a situation where it's final round and
momentum,
and it's one of those things where like if you try to stop it and they don't stop it and you lose,
no,
like, you're done.
See, that's the thing. No. If you try to stop it, right? What do you mean, and they don't stop it?
Like the refs are
there is no. If you put your hands in the air and the cameras are on you and they don't stop the match, then they could go fuck themselves and eat a dick, and they're going to get on the headlines of every Kotaku there is. This is your equipment, not my equipment. If this shit breaks and I put my hands up, I'm the ref. I'm right here. I might as well look like I work at Foot Locker. I'm my own ref. Okay? Hands in the air.
Jordan's and shit. Hands
in the air. And it's over. That's the way it works at any tournament who expects to be reputable. That's the way it works.
What size you want those Air Max 1s in?
Yeah, dude. That's it. You are your own ref. No one will care about you. No one will protect you.
You're right.
That's it.
Damn.
Yeah, there's no way they weren't going to stop it had Lohai got up and said, look.
Yeah, dude, my screen went black. Let's replay the match. Give me a fucking break, dude. Yeah. It's tournament integrity. That's the only way to do it. And I'm glad they didn't overturn it, unless he wanted it. If Take was like, the spirit of the samurai, and he was like, fuck it, let's do it again. That would have been hype. Or what about if Nobi got up and fought as the last player on the team? That would have been hype too. But we shouldn't
Take saw his kid, and he's like, I got children to feed. Fuck that guy. I'm trying to win.
MasterCup doesn't even have a cash prize.
Yeah, I know. Who cares?
Whatever.
Oh,
they made the right decision, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so TWT Finals Amsterdam LCQ tickets. If you guys are still interested in going, that's going to be sold soon. If not already, I should really pull it up and take a look at when that is before we leave here.
It's already sold out.
It could be.
I think it is sold out.
Again?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is this the first time it ever sold out?
Well, no, this is LCQs. This is the only time they've ever had LCQ for the World Finals. So,
what do you guys think about the LCQs of them having it? They only really asked out Dimebag, man, after being at everything all year.
Well, that's what the rules didn't say top 20, and then all of a sudden it was top 19. The rules said top 19 right at the beginning, so Dimebag knew that he had to get top 19, and unfortunately, it ain't happened. The fact that Joey cockblocked his own teammate out of top 8 at Canada.
That was crazy.
Hey,
you know about this? Oh, shit. How's it going, chat? Let me try to get back in here.
It gives that, the event a little extra flavor.
Yeah, I agree.
The fucking Skype just kicked me out of the call. God damn it.
That was crazy. Is it over?
You
Are we still live?
kicked out of the call?
I got kicked out of the call, so I came back into it. The last thing I heard was something about Joey Fury.
So we just had we had a 3-man podcast without you, and so no one else heard that shit?
Nope.
What? What just happened?
Don't worry about it. No one heard anything we just said for the past
30 seconds max.
30 seconds or something.
Who cares? I didn't say anything important anyway.
Yeah, nothing was interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Podcasts are such a blow up. Right now the best thing is that all your faces are frozen.
Yeah, it is.
Aris looks so hot. Oh god. Oh god.
Wait, your face is still moving though.
It's
Only
okay.
our faces are moving. God damn
Can you fix our faces, man? Come on.
Please.
I'm trying. Hold on.
What is going on?
I'm trying real hard.
Or can we call this a wrap?
We're about to. Give me a second to close out the stream. I think as I refresh each one of you, it just goes black. It's never coming back.
That's fine.
Let this be a lesson, chat, that podcasts are trash and XSplit and Skype still do not work together well.
Damn. Growing pains. It happens.
All right. Is that all we wanted to talk about? I looked, by the way, and the tickets went on sale at 1 a.m. today. So there were additional tickets. If you click on the page for it, it looks like they are sold out. Last chance is still available to purchase. So they still have.
It's just you now.
It's just the backdrop, Aris. Everyone can hear everyone.
You changed it.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, the last chance qualifier is still able to purchase tickets if you guys want to do that. All right.
Yeah.
Dope. Dude, we're gonna see some. Watch, we're gonna get some secret hidden European player that we never heard about. Makes it all the way through.
I think Europe has a really good chance at the LCQ.
Yeah.
Well, they should. They have the biggest percentage there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that a dog?
Wow, you can hear that? All the time you guys couldn't hear me, now you hear the dog outside?
You got a dog? Oh, I was like...
No, it's just outside. It's random dogs. It's like you're in Peru or something. Damn. Anyways, whatever. Let them know where you guys can find each other. Ricky, what's your Twitter or whatever?
Or whatever. Thanks
Damn,
for plugging
just
my
gave
shit.
up.
Well, all right. My shit is twitch.tv/ricksteezy, same as my Twitter. Go follow me. I stream a bunch, etc. Whatever.
MYK, how about you?
Yeah, twitch.tv and twitter.com. The name is MYK. Boom. Been streaming a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. You've been streaming some other shit too. You did Yakuza today.
Yeah. No, I mean, I always saw Ricky playing Yakuza, and he says it's a fun game, so I just wanted to get in on the hype.
It's free cool right now on PlayStation Plus or something, right?
Yeah, Kiwami or something. For as far as I know, it's like a remake of the first one. So I think that's a good place to start off, right?
Cool. How about you, Aris? What do you want to tell people to follow you at?
Follow my YouTube. No Pants works really hard on that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
called Avoiding the Puddle.
I've seen him work on it. He doesn't work that hard.
Harder than dude, I haven't even looked at the upload video screen for years, and I am so happy about that. I never want to look at that shit again in my life. So good shit. Follow that shit. No Pants is best.
Yeah, I remember we were in Japan with No Pants, actually, and he was super drunk, and we wanted to go out and do stuff, and he's like, I can't. Soul Calibur just came out. Eric's going to be talking about it. I got to be there.
See what I mean, dude?
Yeah, he works real hard.
Man.
Yeah, I've seen him work with the laptop, kind of like on his stomach. But you know how like the stomach has like a little like bump because he has that skinny fat thing going on. So it's like,
look, Rip is supposed to be imagining us naked, all right? Not you imagining No Pants naked.
It wasn't imagining. I saw it in real life. That was the problem.
No need for an imagination.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Burn to the back of the retinas.
Yep. Yeah. And then for me, you guys already know this is the channel Level Up Your Game. My Twitter's Repaul. And I have a shirt design in the works. It should be coming out maybe in a month or so. It's one of the artists that did one of Aris's shirts, so the quality of the art is gonna be really good. I'll talk about it later when we get there. Basically, I haven't told anyone yet. I just wanted to finish it first.
What do you mean when we get there?
Like the art's not done yet.
So you're not saying who it is?
No.
Why? Plug their stuff. Is it a secret?
I mean, I haven't told anyone. Sure. Yeah. Fuck it. It's Torin.
Nice. Yeah, he's good. He's great.
Yeah,
Very
he's great.
talented.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the design. It's a design I've wanted for a while, so it's part one of many designs, hopefully, and it should be out maybe in a month or so. That is what's going on with me. What else is happening here? Do you guys want to talk shit about something? Is that like the next segment?
It's your segment. You
yeah,
let us know.
We used to call it the Left Behind segment, but I don't like that name anymore. That name sucked. I feel like that name always sucked. Really? All right, fine. Whatever. Who are you leaving behind, Aris?
Why me?
I don't know, because you like the name.
Who am I leaving behind? Fuck, dude. Oh, Time Warner. I left them in the dirt,
my
dude.
God.
I left them in the dirt. Really, I did. I called them and I said I want to cancel, and they did how much are you paying? We can do competitive, and I told them it doesn't matter how much it costs. Even if you give it to me for free, I want you to cancel it right now. And they said, all right, thank you, sir. That was it. Left behind.
Yeah, Time Warner. How about you, Ricky, Mike? You guys got nothing? It's been like a month and a half.
Yeah, I know, but it's like things go by so quickly,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been in a good mood, so
You got nothing. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing. Mikey?
I've been good. Shit. My diet plans I left behind. Healthier eating I left behind. What else did I leave behind?
Hey, do you think I feel like the quality of this podcast has gotten loose like Soul Calibur. Do you think it's because you haven't practiced lately?
It's been a while.
I mean, I'm just really pissed today. Like, the same thing yesterday. Like, I was having these same internet problems, and I just didn't care to stream anymore, so I just turned the stream off. When I have problems
that's what made you think, let me do a podcast? My internet doesn't work? Let me hit everyone up?
Dude, I thought it was just a yesterday thing, because I haven't been here for so long. I thought that it would have been fine today. I did every test possible today. Every single thing I could have done.
Except a test stream.
That's true.
Every
except
test possible, which is no testing. All right.
Yeah.
Good shit.
So yeah, it's just driving me crazy right now. We might have another podcast in the future. We may not. Who knows? Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys.
Who are you leaving behind?
Never.
Who
are you?
I'm leaving this damn podcast behind. I'll see you guys next time. Jesus.
Yeah.
Later, boys.
Yeah.
Leave your internet provider behind. Yeah.